So Minis have had an interesting weekend thus far. There is a little bit of a wet line and we've got time to have a bit of build up and have a look at the grid first of all. So here's how they go. Olivier Algieri is on pole with Cam Richardson alongside Luca Marinoni Osborne on row 2 and Ashley Gregory alongside. Then it's Gabe Fairbrother and Reese Hurd completing our top 6. 7th on the grid is Alfie Garford with our onboard camera. Ronnie Smith next up from Alex Keynes, the championship leader. And 10th on the grid, Josh Wilby, followed by James Sherrington and Henry Foote. Louis Fleet next up from Leo Purchase. Murray Richardson on row 8 with the returning Louis Capozzoli. Paul Manning on row 9 ahead of Simon Sweetland. And completing the grid is Monroe Renard. Monroe having issues in qualifying, overheating. The session was actually stopped halfway because they were being naughty with track limits. A bit of Cam Richardson's car falling off there, off the back, so it wasn't secured or he's bashed a bit of curb somewhere along the line. If you know the name, thinking, okay, this is Mini Coopers as opposed to our regular 7-event JCWs, Cam Richardson is doing a limited campaign in this as well as the JCW, so it's nice to see Cam there, and he qualified, well, best ever, I think, qualifying for Cam Richardson. Little reminder of where we are championship-wise. Alex Keynes, who led the championship after Croft, maintained that. Thruxton maintained that at Croft. Algieri second. Gabe Fairbrother next up from Alfie Garford, Josh Wilby, and Ashley Gregory in 6th place. And Ashley tells me she's going to be racing at a Formula 1 stock car meeting with you.
Yeah, I'm hoping she's not in the same one as me because
she knows how to use the bumper. Does Ashley?
Yeah.
Formula 2 driver.
No, I do. I was with Ashley not long ago up at Blighton, just seeing some friends of mine, and yeah, she's gonna take me out. I think she's gonna stick me in the wall, she said. But good to see we got an onboard camera. We do love an onboard camera, especially in the trophy. It's still damp around this track, you know. I mean, look at the heat haze, but the greens are flying. But I did notice there's little damp patches in the worst places, going down towards the hairpin on the end of the lap. So we'll see. I love the fact that the onboard you can actually see the miles per hour gauge still working. You've still got damp patches. Nobody will be trying to look down the inside of the crane of curves.
You
there.
Say that now.
Yeah, there'll be about 10 of them, won't there? There'll be about
Turn 1, bit of Coopers, you know, cast your mind back to Thruxton in days gone by when we had 30-car grids and people getting stuck in, which is going to be, it is going to be interesting. The drivers have got a lot on their minds at the moment. There was a massive judicial after race 2, which Olivier Algieri came through from 10th on the grid to take the checkered flag, but there were a lot of judicials, surprisingly, really, for Mini. And Murray Richardson ended up taking the win from James Sherrington and Louis Fleet. I think it was Henry Foote in 4th place, but that was literally just before we came into the comms box, so whether there's a further update for that one, I don't know. But they're all the results are pretty much provisional anyway. I think there was a judicial from Croft, which was handled on Friday, which saw Alex Keynes get the win from Algieri for the, was it the 2nd or 3rd race at Croft? But what I'm saying, we'll enjoy what happens in front of us on screen, that's the key.
Yeah, we'll see. Just a little bit of an update. So car 610, Louis Fleet, is apparently on wet rear tyres. So that's an interesting one. I don't think that will work, but I've got to say thanks firstly. There's 2 people I've got to thank for this. One's Gavin, the floor manager of Louise Goodman.
Right.
So I don't know, I didn't know he knew anything about cars, but fair play to him. And also Ria from Mini has just messaged as well. So, but I've got to say that my floor manager from ITV was quicker than you, Ria, and you run the championship.
Ria, incidentally, Ria did ask me to say that the dates for next year are going to be published in the week, so keep your eyes on the Mini socials. And they're also, if you like the look of Minis here at Donington, this is the track they do a taster day at, so you can come along and try the Club Sport, the Coopers, the JCWs, JCW Sport, and have a go. Several drivers did that last year, and here they are on the grid for real in the Cooper part of the championship. So well done for Mini to opening it up to their drivers. They're working really, really hard with their prospects for next year.
Yeah, let us see. Yeah, wet rears isn't the way to go unless it drizzles with rain.
We'll see. Stranger things have happened. So we're looking at Monroe Renard down the back of the grid. Monroe had a good second race, made up a lot of places, but it's Olivier Algieri 10th to 1st on the road in race 2 to back up the win that he had yesterday in race number 1. Alongside him, Cam Richardson from the JC Doubles, slightly sluggish from Marinoni Osborne. Good start from 5th for Gabe Fairbrother, who gets away well, but it's Algieri here who wants to go for an on-the-road treble. As I say, the win was taken away in race 2, but it's all about where he finishes as far as he's concerned now. But Cam Richardson slots into P2, and I'm not going to make any comment about cars getting around the corner until they've done lap 3.
Well, we'll see, but side by side down the Craners is proper heart in the mouth stuff, because you've got to try and keep it flat on those cold tyres. It should be okay, because then damp patches have gone really fast into dry, so we're all good. But that front row made a mega start.
They did, yeah. Algieri, I don't think there was any mistake in that the Merrill Motorsport driver was going to do that. And climbing up towards the front of the championship standings here is Alfie Garford again, has got a big view up in front of him in the Vera Tools car, and there is the battle. So Garford down, he's got Hurd and Ronnie Smith, who had a brilliant race last time out. Said it was like the seas parting in race 2. I'm surprised you knew that story. Is it going to happen again?
Someone...
Reese Hurd on the inside, bodywork flapping away.
Wow, I would like to see that again, because there was a car completely across the bows then of our on-board car and the two in front. So I don't know how they got that straight, whoever that was, but fair play. This is looking nice.
It is the race leaders, Algieri and Cameron Richardson. Henry Foote side by side with the man who was on the podium in the amended result, James Sherrington. Dad used to be a racer as well, did James. Runs with the Westbourne team. It's Westbourne up front from the Vera Alliance Racing Academy in P2. Change for third place. Marinoni Osborne and Hurd hard at it. Alex Hurd that goes through now in blue into third place.
Yeah, so how did this happen then? I've definitely seen a car. Oh, that's what it was then.
Gregory.
So Ashley Gregory, and she loses a front bumper. I don't expect anything more from Ashley, to be fair. If that was anyone else, they would have been spinning in the gravel, but she's kept the foot in and held that slide. But yeah, looked like she got a left rear on the wet, and it just slid her a bit, and then people were just knocking her a bit. That was decent stuff, because they could have just all drilled into her, to be fair, at the top of that hill.
Actually had a P2 yesterday, which was a cracking result, matches her best in the championship. The win shouldn't be too far away for Ashley Gregory as we look at Luca Marinoni Osborne from Alfie Garford.
Look at this. Is he flat down the Craners? Oh, listen to that. Absolutely flat. He's going to have a look. Whoa, that was great onboard stuff there. You've got to be so brave to get that in there. And again, this is a good run. The tow in these cars is pretty good. Oh, he's driving away, isn't he, Marinoni Osborne? Look on the right-hand side. There's going to be a car alongside us. Oh, this is proper stuff. Gabe Fairbrother with his wing mirror tucked in gets the place.
Yeah, Gabe Fairbrother, one of the top 3 of the championship headed by the Alex Keen's car. Algieri second, Fairbrother third, Josh Wilby fourth in the standings as they come into this race, and all of them up at the sharp end. Keen's wasn't too good in qualifying yesterday, had a decent result in the reverse grid race. He's down in 8th here, and he could lose some points out to Algieri. Algieri's aim here after, was it something like 4 non-finishes in the first 2 meetings, has clawed his way back up into the championship fight. And 2 more meetings to go after this one. Sadly not with us on the touring car programme, but it is, I think, going to go all the way to Brands Hatch in November.
It's pretty exciting here at Donington at the minute, and yeah, it's such a difficult place to get underneath people on the brakes. Look at the clouds in the background as well. Proper dark clouds. Hopefully it stays dry, but a little bit of rain would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? But it's all looking a bit tight. That's Ashley Gregory's bumper, is it? I think she'll be getting that back later on. Save herself 200 quid maybe. I don't know. Got to paint it as well. Maybe 250 plus the VAT.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how much the spares are on this one. That was the 40 car having a little moment. That's James Sherrington, podium finisher ultimately in the previous race. Alfie Garford wants the driver behind him to get a move on. That's Alex Keen's that I think he's gesticulating to.
I thought we were on board with John Clellan then. I'm going for first. Alfie Garland is going for first. Look at that. Little bit of a bump draft on the back of the 81 Marinoni Osborne. Again, he'd be completely flat. Look at them now. 4 of them are in their Keens. In the 82, he's going to try to get underneath a couple. He can't quite get his car position. Gets one done, maybe. That's the overlap on Gabe Fairbrother. And I think he's done it. Yeah, round the outside.
Fairbrother got marinated there. Here we got Keen's having a go as well, with Henry Foote coming up into the mix in the purple fronted car. So Henry all the way up from Truro down in Cornwall for this meeting, really getting stuck in. And Henry and his dad telling me that he's now got the power in the engine. Remember when he had the onboard earlier on, the onboard camera in the season, he was a little bit down on power, gets into the side of the car alongside, and but what he's saying now, he's got the engine back up to power. I think there was 6 horsepower down. engines on song, and he's now mixing it with the top 10 and getting the feel for the rubbing and racing in this.
Well, it was no doubt Henry Foote is one of the top runners in this championship, and it's so disheartening to not have the engine, but he's got it now, so he's having a go. There he is, just on the inside. Oh, he's going to lose a place, is he? That's a great move. That's hard to do that, because to get inside someone at that corner, you've got to make sure you're not all on the wet. But that was Leo Purchase then dragged down the inside.
Yeah, Leo's come up from 15th place, so fair play to him. Really great progress from Purchase. Louis Capozzoli back with the championship. He was I always think he's been around forever, but he's been away for a little while, Louis Capozzoli. He's in the grey car. Great to have him back in the championship, and he's involved with Henry Foote. Looks on the outside as they go through Goddard's. He's going to get that move done. I think he probably did. Still Algieri out front from Cameron Richardson. Heard the other drivers we probably need to look at are Fairbrother, third in the championship, down in 8th at the moment, and Keane's the championship leader in 7th. First to 7th points wise is 50 to 30, 20 points. The gap for the championship at the moment is 15. Actually no, it's not. 479 to 453, about 20. So Algieri closing potentially the championship lead, but not quite at the moment enough to grab top spot.
Look at this is brilliant. Purchase there on the right hand side, and Henry Foote, they have been side by side for like nearly half a lap. That's really good racing, that. But now the person who's going to capitalise on this is Sherrington in the 40 around the outside. That should be an easy move, but you can still see a little bit of water coming off some of the tyres just down there as they exit the old hairpin.
So James Sherrington, product of the BARC's Junior Saloon campaign, and his dad Patrick, an ex-Sports 2000 race back in the day, which is good to see. Now Cameron Richardson's dropped away. You won't be happy. Algieri is away. This is almost what Algieri did in race 1 yesterday. Started to build a lead. First, second and third was quiet yesterday, is probably the polite word for it. The rest of it was a bun fight behind, and that's what we might get here.
Yeah, I'd say that the leaders definitely checked out. This is a difficult one into here, side by side. Well, they didn't bang into each other, and that's good to see, and it's no advantage gained as the by the looks of it. So Sherrington just getting ahead of Purchase there.
Westbourne ahead of Graves Motorsport, if we're keeping little tabs on the teams. Here's a replay. Oh,
that was lucky. That was lucky, because I'll tell you why. That was Sweetland, wasn't it? Simon Sweetland, number 4?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I think. Yep, Simon was ended with 3 wheels on his wagon last time out. We thought it was going to cause a safety car, but it didn't. As we watch Reese Hurd in 3rd position at the moment, could do with maybe someone to work with him and get down the road and sort out Algieri and Richardson.
Tell you what, if I was driving in that car behind him, Ronnie Smith, I would be looking to pass him on the left-hand side. Why do I say that? Have a look at his mirror. Next time he's in shot, you can see Reese Hurd's car. Next time we see it, but Reese Hurd's car's got the mirror bent in, and you want to be all over that side you can't see, so you can just shock him. On board again with Alfie Garford. Look at this down here. It's not even down in gear, Richie. It's 4th gear. Hang on to your kecks, lad. It's proper stuff, that.
Alfie from one of the other leading junior championships, the Fiesta Juniors, and he's having a good race here, and Smith side by side here with Hurd.
Yeah, and it was that wing mirror, wasn't it? He's trying to stay in, but this could work a treat. That looks like he's got the overlap. That is brilliant stuff. That is an exceptional move. Thought about 2 corners before. Brilliant. Now look at this. On board with Alfie Garford. He's going to get down the inside, isn't he? And he has to give Marinoni Osborne a headbutt to try and push him ahead.
Stitch that, let's get up. A little bit of bump drafting between the pair of them just momentarily now as they come down into the chicane. They'll flick to the left, which they do now. Hurd is still there. There is Reese Hurd, who was in 3rd position but drops back a little bit now. Goodness me, Ronnie Smith. I tell you what, Ronnie Smith is getting stronger and stronger through the meeting. He'll won a 4th race at this rate, Ronnie Smith.
Yeah, proper stuff. It's so funny, he's not the oldest of lads, Ronnie Smith, and it just makes me laugh having that first name, Ronnie. It's a lovely name, but I always think of Ronnie Pickering. Do you remember him?
No.
You wouldn't do, you're old, aren't you?
Thanks very much for that, young man. I'm gluing on about Blue Peter earlier on. Surprisingly.
What's that?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Front 2 have proper checked out here, haven't they?
Yeah, Algieri and Richardson away. Should we have a safety car? That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Don't say that.
Give Ronnie Smith a little bit of a sporting chance, wouldn't it? No, Algieri certainly won't want it. And his dad actually took me to task after the podiums in race 2. Said, "You said this is cheap racing. It isn't." I think what we're alluding to is that it could be more cost effective than many other championships.
Oh, there's no such
there?
thing. That was Gabe Fairbrother
right,
getting a little bit of a tag going into the hairpin. Couldn't quite see who it was. I'm not too sure who he was battling with hard there, but yeah. So this was the Reese Hurd battle, and it still is, in that blue car, because it just makes me laugh that when that left-hand winger is just, oh, he's got a bit of a chance if he can get the switch back and try and get underneath. Oh, this is a good shot, and look at that. No, oh, he's got an overlap here. He needs to stick in there, and he should get Marinoni Osborne on the way in. Job done, and now our cameraman could stay inside and make up a place as well. That's well read.
Read that well, yeah. Followed him through. Nice stuff there from the Vera Tools car of Alfie Garford. So down the exhibition straight in towards the chicane again. Now we've got Alex Keynes coming up, the green and yellow car. He's the championship leader at the moment, and he's still in the mix. He hasn't quite had the performance over the course of the weekend. Has got Alfie Garford goes over the curbs. Don't mention the limits.
Like John Cleese. Yeah, you got to be careful there, because you have to self-police into that chicane, because you can get properly banged up for track limits there. So yeah, gotta be really careful there. But Keynes needs to stay out of the way of any trouble, and you see that he's ducked out because he thought, I'm not going around the outside. Look at that, that's clever driving by Keynes. He's just thought, I'll go one side, but I'll go on the safe side, and now he might get an overlap.
Osborne did a nice little nibble, didn't he, out of the hairpin as well at the Melbourne Loop, just to get inside Garford, but he's on the outside line here, so Garford's hang on to this very well.
Perfect. I'll tell you what Keynes has done there in the 82. He's bump draft the car ahead of him. Brilliant stuff. Just give him a little bit of a tap and moved him forward. That could be gravel. No, he's got away with it. Oh no, they're side by side. Richie, do you know what this means?
What does it mean, Paul?
It means fourth gear on the limiter. Absolutely flat out down the crane. Oh, he's letting through.
Flat out, son. Alex Keynes, he's got his name on the side of the car, but doesn't have a sponsor. Many of the others, I know, will have varying levels of sponsorship and marketing partners with them, but that guy, the championship leader, still looking for people to get involved on his journey, as indeed, as we always say, the whole field are. But it's very obvious, isn't it, from Alex's car, that he's not really getting any sort of support at the moment, but great opportunity for people to get involved with him. As we look at Ronnie Smith, trying with Reese Hurd to close up on Cam Richardson. What's the gap? Oh, it's seconds away, isn't it now?
Yeah, that is proper checking out up front. But Reese Hurd, look at that. You can see the curbs in his mirror. Like his mirror there on the right-hand side is twisted all the way around. So if that car come towards us, that blue car, we could probably see ourselves in that mirror. But there's the leader, top man.
And fastest lap. You know, we talk about bump drafting and all that, but he's done that on his own. Lap 3 was his fastest lap, 1:54.170, fastest lap of the race, and he's done it on his own.
That is a difficult thing to do. Sometimes you can get fastest lap if you've got a car behind you as well.
Yep.
Because they'll take the drag off the back of the car. But he's not been close enough, to be fair, Cam Richardson. But this is looking pretty special. So 11 minutes to go, and that black cloud's getting bigger and bigger, isn't it? So Garford on the left, Marinoni Osborne on the right. Nothing wrong with that.
Bit of green, bit of gravel from the 88. Nah.
It was nice, respectful stuff, and if there was tyres there, they would have been a big accident.
Tyres for the Porsches. Apparently, I'm hearing.
Right.
Anyway, separate race, separate issue. As we go back with Smith and Hurd, alias Smith and Hurd up the front here. Let's see what Reese Hurd can do. He's looking pretty racy here as they go down the crane of curves once again. Algieri leading, Richardson in second place. C. Richardson, because there are the two brothers in it, and then Ronnie Smith, the junior champion from Junior Saloons, in third at the moment. But Reese Hurd is putting him under pressure.
Yeah, remind me to send you that on WhatsApp, that Ronnie Pickering thing, because it's quite funny. You'd enjoy it. But these boys are proper going at it. Look at the next one. What are they doing? There's like 2-3 abreast. This is such a good part of the track to learn your race. Learn your racecraft, because look at this now. So if you're behind in this, if you're like the third car behind Keynes there, it's all about setting it up and making sure you take maximum speed into the apex. And Keynes is so switched on. I mean, that's a side draft he's getting now, and now he pulls away from it, so he can't get the draft back. It's brilliant stuff, this. 3 into 1. I'm looking forward to this.
Keynes goes into the chicane, and he's got it. That was well done, wasn't it, by Keynes? I didn't think he was going to come out in front.
No. I think he had to make a decision on just getting it done and try and get rid of these guys. But look at the marauding pack, 4 of him now. Hopefully they can get on the brakes early enough. That's great racing. No big contact, no big damage. Just good, clean racing. Now, when you're in a car like that and you get away with it as both drivers involved, it's just the best feeling ever. Really, really cool.
Henfoot in the mix as well. Great to see him up at the sharp end. He's got Josh Wilby in there as well. All front runners for this championship. Henry drops away just a little bit. He'll get stuck back in the purple fronted car, getting right involved in the mix as 3rd and 4th go across the line. Still in 3rd place, Ronnie Smith coming under pressure from Reese Hurd. So let's see whether Reese can put the pressure on him with 9 minutes to go. They might just, it's probably too late for them to try and close up on the lead pairing. It's only 4 seconds between the race leader, Olivier Algieri, and Cam Richardson in 2nd position. Cam was telling me yesterday how difficult it is remembering that he's in the Cooper when he gets out of the JCW, because he did Coopers last year. Did JCW Sport, multiple race winner in JCW Sport was Cam Richardson, but here is our overall race leader. Is looking to make it a hat-trick on tarmac, I think, as he did at Croft, and of course he won our last Cooper race with BTCC, which was at Thruxton. And Algieri, I was saying that his dad was taking me to task about saying it was cheap racing. I don't think we've ever said it was cheap, but that was a reaction to me saying, are we going to see him in JCWs next year?
Oh, really? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, this is great racing. It's all that you need. You learn so much in this championship, but Keynes is in a bit of trouble here, because you can see the onboard man is just trying to keep in that toe, and it's so difficult to put somebody under pressure that much that they make a mistake. But Hurd is going to wait and wait and wait, and then is he going to jink out? But our onboard man, Alfie Garford, is having a real storm of a race, real good.
He is. Alfie put in some. Oh, the camera to go. Here comes Hurd down the inside. We were just waiting for that, weren't we?
No. He's not done him.
Yeah, but he's got. If he hangs on, he's got the inside line for Goddard's. No, he hasn't. All right, okay, could be a liar.
Thank you, Richard. And that's why they pay me the big bucks. Yeah, I can read these races. What do you want to know about the Mini Challenge Trophy?
Who's going to come 3rd then?
Anyone.
I thought he would have had the momentum there. I was wrong. Keith's trying to close up. Again, we've got two pairs out front, 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and a great big angle for 5th, headed by Alex Keynes from Garford, Wilby, Foot, Fairbrother not that far behind, Marinoni Osborne. When you look at the top 10, they are all capable winners. Sherrington, obviously podium material as well. Leo Purchase has won and led the championship after round. Josh Wilby won't be winning this one. That was the 7th place car. Is that going to be a safety car?
Where is that? Well, it's going to probably be a safety car, because wherever it is, it's going to be dangerous, because you can't have 2 cars going off there. I tell you what, look at these lots. 3 and 4 and 5 abreast. And where is this car off? Are they going to see the yellow flashing lights on their dashboards? Are they going to see the yellow flashing lights?
I don't think they're up to it yet. I don't know when he went off. Well, I don't know where he went off. Maybe if he was, I think he was with this group, so he went off maybe when we were focused on the lead. He is at Redgate, so we're not going to see the yellows for a while. Keynes getting a bit sideways there. A little bit drifty was Keynes, with Garford right behind him. They've broken away from this gaggle now, so we've got 3 pairs, and then this lot.
Look at this. This is going to be carnage going down to the chicane, and Reese Hurd still, not Reese Hurd, sorry, Keynes is still just going through our shot there flat out. And these lot, oh, they're all line astern. That was very nice, wasn't it? That was like when your teacher at school used to say everyone in one line. Again, now he's done it this time. I think that's done from Reese Hurd, yeah. He's slowing it down more and just made Ronnie Smith headbutt him on the way.
See, I kept stum then. That was the right thing to do, wasn't it?
It was the right thing to do, Richard. That's why I could never read out championship results and all that. I can't clue what's going on.
Yeah, nice move. So Hurd up into 3rd position. That was important. That was to get on the podium, grab another 2 points in the potential championship as the chasing group goes through again. Is this oh, he did depart.
Oh, wow, he did, didn't he? I didn't see the beginning. That looked like, I don't know whether he's got oversteer on the way in and then it's just flicked in the other way. But, yeah, that hit the barrier quite hard, but doesn't seem to be... Did he get out of that then? Or is he still in that gravel?
Don't know. Josh Wilby 4th in the championship, to give you the perspective. That's not great for him. It means Ashley Gregory will be... Oh, Gregory's down the bottom as well. When did Ashley Gregory have an issue?
I don't know, but I think when she got half spun at Coppice, she was still up there, but then she was, dropped a bit more. Maybe she did get some damage on the front, but that bumper, that really shouldn't cause any problems. That I wouldn't have thought.
What I would say is, we're not going to see these cars on ITV for the rest of the year, but after we finished and we get to the end of the year, the truck meeting at Brands Hatch, they're on there. Go and have a look at Brands. It's a super meeting. Bit cold, so stick your thermals on, go along and watch these guys fight it out for the finale.
Have these lot just gone round side by side all race?
I think they pretty much have. It's like Scale Extra, isn't it? They're on the...
I think, oh no, that is not the move you want to be pulling there. 3 abreast now. How's your luck? Oh, look at that. That's the power of the draft, that is. Look at everyone just drafting past like NASCAR.
It is. Henry Foote on the inside for the first part of the chicane. He's going to lean on the car alongside him. Now coming back is Ronnie Smith. So Hurd up into third, but Ronnie Smith in the light blue and white car ready to have a go. The race car consultants, David Elsley's team, preparing that car, and he's trying to get back on the podium. Is Ronnie Smith, but it's Algieri still out front. 4.7 seconds, hasn't pulled out any more of a gap, the race leader. Still got the fastest lap from lap 3, so very comfortable with 3 minutes on the clock. This one pretty well spaced out, and hopefully everyone will take all their cars home with one bit.
Hopefully, I'm sure they will. They've been, I don't want to be the commentator's curse, but they have been very well behaved. They've well policed themselves in the track limits area so far, and they've been very respectful to each other, which is great. Back on board with Alfie Garford, and yeah, he's just trying to get into the back of that toe again, isn't he, with Keynes, because Keynes is pulling him along.
He is at the moment. Here's Algieri. Have a look in the background. Let's have a quick look. There is Cam Richardson, who's on for a very good second position at the moment. So Cam running well, and I was just trying to work out whether he's not been this high up in JCW. He's 11th in the championship. Is Cam for the big brothers of this championship, the 24-year-old from Cheshire. I think this is going to be his best finish in the Coopers.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. And hold on to it, we'll see. But these guys have had a look at Ronnie Smith.
Ronnie Smith again.
Wow. This has been brilliant. If this finishes like this, these two, Hurd and Smith, will just give each other a proper big hug, because when you race like this, hard and fair, it's so cool. I'd be a bit annoyed if someone had bent my wing mirror back like that.
Was that Ronnie or was it somebody else? I think it was someone else earlier on.
Yeah, but I know I get annoyed. I mean, I do. I'm a cyclist, and sometimes I'll do it to people who cut me up on the road. Here we go, look at this. He's going to try and... He's not going to go around the outside, I don't reckon. He'll probably brake early and try and cut underneath, will he?
No, he's got in front.
Let's see what Ronnie Smith does. He's going to try and get underneath. There you go. I don't know if it is going to work. That's why they pay me the big bucks, Richie.
Yeah, he's not passed, though.
All right, mate. Do you want to have a fight live on air?
So he's in the right line now, come on.
All right, OK, so Reese Hurd is, but he's going to try and cut underneath him again. Watch this.
And then he'll be on the outside for Redgate.
I don't care what you think. Here we go.
Across the grid lines.
So this time, watch this now. Watch your two cars going through. He's going to try and get underneath him again, because look at that wing mirror of Hurd. He can't see him. Oh, he's far enough ahead now that he might know he's going to try and cut underneath. Oh, do you know, he's going to try and cut underneath. And then they're going to be side by side in fourth gear, flat out down the crane of curves. Oh, they've let me down. Let me down, lads. Right,
we reckon 2 laps to go. Race leaders are all their way around. Good battle for third, though, as you said. Really good stuff between these two. All good and clean so far. Here comes Smith again, having a look, gets to the outside. Hurd, although he can't see, so the mirror's not there, he's aware, isn't he?
Do you know what's really lovely from Reese Hurd? He didn't know, he's done it this time. Yeah. He didn't know where he was, but he didn't push him in the gravel.
No, he was aware of him, wasn't he? He knew that the battle was on. And he'll have another guy coming back through Schwantz into McLean's. He's got the inside run. There'll be a little bit more momentum on the outside for Ronnie Smith. The pair of them now climbing uphill as they come up into Coppice side by side again. Hurd's got the inside, still hanging on. The outside is Ronnie Smith. No, tucks it back in.
Tucks it back in. He's going to get the inside again towards the chicane. Look who's coming for them. Keynes could be well involved in this, and also Garford, but like 2 abreast, this is going to be really slow in now. This is good. Watch out for Keynes in that green and yellow car. He's going to be right in there for this position.
Yeah, this is your game of chess, isn't it? That they're all playing here. Oh, how close do they get Ronnie Smith? Right, I'll tell you what, he judged. I thought he judged that very well. The in-car footage might say otherwise, but he got so close and just made maybe the lightest of touches on the car in front. He's on the outside now as they come through the Melbourne loop. But Alex Keynes is in the mix here as well. He's got to cover that off.
He has, but look at our onboard cameraman. He's just in. There he is. Oh, great direction. So Alfie Garford now has got a great view of this. If they stay left, which they're not doing, but this is going to hold them up even more and more. Is this going to bring the other bit of the pack into this? I think they're too far back. This is proper racing. I've really enjoyed this today.
We have had some good stuff from the Coopers over the course of this year. I won't tell you what dates they are, but we will have 3 Cooper visits with the BTCC next year. The remaining 7 dates, of course, will go to JCWs. Keep your eyes on the socials to find out which rounds they are at. But of course, you'll want to see all of them as this quartet carries on. It's the 16-year-old Alfie Garford still putting pressure on the championship leader Alex Keynes as they come down through the grayness for the last time.
Keynes won't want any of this in that 82. He won't want any of it. If he loses a place to Garford, I don't think he'd be that bothered. But look at this now. This is where it gets messy. If you're looking through your windscreen and you cannot see what's going on in front, that is a massive worry. There's a lot going on, and if a car goes sideways, it's big trouble. Can Garford get past these 3 in front if someone messes up? Because they might do now.
Here they come then, final part of it, and it's Hurd still in 3rd position. Ronnie Smith having a look round the outside, goes a little bit wide. Keynes thinks about getting involved as well. Garford could hold a few cards here. Up the hill they go for the last time. Algieri away and down the road, 6 seconds clear of Cameron Richardson. This is the scrap for 3rd.
This is the scrap for 3rd, and I really don't know who to pick. I've got a feeling Keynes, if he plays his cards right and just backs off a little bit, he might get the run down to the chicane, through the chicane, because they're going to be 2 abreast, Smith and Hurd.
He's going to pick a side here. He's going to have to, or is he? No, not at the moment. They get so close against Smith, right into the rear quarters of the blue car of Rhys Hurd. Now, down towards the hairpin for the last time. Meanwhile, exiting that up to the last one for the last time is Algieri, who's made no mistakes as far as I can see in this race, and will make it 3 wins out of 3 on the tarmac. Remember, it was Murray Richardson that took the amended result, but Algieri takes another win on the ITV cameras. That's here at Donington Park. Cam Richardson, a superb 2nd position for the Vera Tools man. We've got another Vera car at the back of this 4, going up the inside. Alfie Garford trying to squeeze his way past the championship leader Keynes, and that's how you called it, Paul. Side by side up to the flag, and we're going to have to defer to TSL, the timing screen, to see who got the better of that. We know Algieri won, we know Richardson was 2nd, Hurd takes 3rd from Smith, Keynes holds off Garford for 5th position.
Absolutely stunning stuff, and it isn't finished yet. You can see all the cars still coming through, but great racing. I've got to say, that was brilliant, respectful racing for me.
Yeah, always good to go out on a high, isn't it? And the Coopers have done that. It's the last corner from Alfie Garford.
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest of yes, it was the biggest of lunches, but listen. That was great because there was no big contact. He didn't go on the throttle hard, drive into his door. He touched his door, but he could have really drilled him off the track there. It was brilliant racing from all of them, and especially this man. He always messages me on Instagram. He's a lovely lad. I made up for him because he's been super special, the masterclass of all masterclasses.
I'm upset now, he never messages me.
Yeah, well, you don't message me. Great stuff from Algieri.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
well done, Olivier. Superb stuff. Really cracking weekend for him. And do you know what? It sets up 2 really mega rounds. Such a shame they're not with us. Why can't we have the JCWs and the Coopers every round next year?
So good. Well,
yeah,
hopefully someone's listening and can make that happen for us, because they're nothing but entertainment and brilliant. Look at that. Garford has gone across the line in 6th place, shaking his fist, saying, brilliant, I love that. Not because of the position and the result, just because it was an amazing race.
Round 15 of the Vertu Mini Challenge Trophy. The Coopers are complete for the day. Olivier Algieri takes the win, with Cam Richardson in 2nd, Rhys Hurd 3rd position, Ronnie Smith 4th from Alex Keynes and Alfie Garford, Leo Purchase in 7th, James Sherrington next up from Henry Foote, Luca Marinoni Osborne completing our top 10. 11th goes to Gabe Fairbrother from Paul Manning. Good drive from Paul to come up from the rear of the field. Murray Richardson next from Monroe Renard and Simon Sweetland. Louis Fleet 16th. Ashley Gregory a couple of laps adrift, maybe pit bound at some point, and issues we saw during the race for Josh Wilby and Louis Capozzoli.